Landing on Fan TV here with Devin. It's a 3-0 loss. Probably we could have saw this coming with that lineup that we saw. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of positives, right?
It very easily could have been 7. I hate to keep harping on it, man, but there was no fight. The lineup was bad. You know, I don't want to be that guy. I ranted in the last one. I could very easily do it again tonight, but I mean, it's like, how much longer are we going to put up with a system that doesn't work so that we can be one man's vanity project? I'm against that. I'm having a real hard time watching this because we just signed the MVP to a 5-year extension, and he looks frustrated beyond anything that I ever remember, and he's not getting the service. I know when we lost Miggy, we expected PT to be able to step in and fill the hole, but it's not happening. Barco, it's not happening. You know, Breck Shea, it's not happening. Nagby is isolated. Remedi looks like he's a yellow card in every match waiting to happen. LGP is a brain fart and an LGP and a yellow card waiting to happen. Brad Guzan, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, I understand that sometimes you got to come out for a ball, but you're 10 yards outside the 18. Like, I'm flabbergasted, man. It's like it's not really like it just doesn't look like what we're used to. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like maybe, with that Guzan coming out so quickly, and then kind of really putting us in a really, really rock and a hard place type of situation. It's maybe hero ball being played where guys are trying to do too much a little bit.
He doesn't trust the back line. That's obvious. He doesn't trust the wing backs. I said it in the Five Stripe Weekly. If Julian Gressel gets hurt, we're in a bad way. What's the very next thing that happens? So I feel like I cursed it. But
the commentator's curse, man.
Oh man, I mean it's you're playing Mikey Ambrose, who's left-footed on the right side, and every time he gets a ball where a natural right-footed person would cross it in, he's having to pull it back, and he's having to find Barco. And the slow side-to-side indecisive play, like just nobody. When did we take a shot that wasn't PT off a free kick? I mean, like when did we ever really press their goalkeeper into action? Like, I mean, we're an attacking team. I said it. We can play attractive football and.
Or at least play fast on the counter, which just doesn't seem to be there as well. Yeah,
not in the system. We're so overrun in the midfield, and who'd have thought that playing center backs out of position, would lead to some confusion in the back. I'm pissed. I stayed up late to watch that. We watched Sporting KC in the earlier match, and.
Sporting KC, more known for being now a little bit more possessive, but also a defensive team. That match was more interesting to watch than this one.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, like it was. We just look bereft of ideas. Like I don't know how you spend, what is it, roughly 45 million at this point in attacking players, and look so out of place. Like. PT and Joseph were supposed to be the combo. They were supposed to replace, the fusion combo, and it's just not there. And PT looks mad. PT got hacked. I don't know how number 29 for them stayed in that match. It has to be said that there's no protection for our players. Our players do themselves no justice by falling at the first instance. So it's almost like the ref doesn't want to give them anything. But number 29 for them, the name slips me off the top of my head, but he was just hacking every chance that he got, and PT Martinez was the target tonight. It was obvious that they were going to hit him as much as they possibly could. Right. It was a lot of shithousery. I thought that the Pabon penalty, a lot of people say that LGP shouldn't have extended the arm. I think the defender has a right to go in for a shoulder-to-shoulder tackle. It was a very, very Charmin Triple-Ply soft, fucking penalty, but they're going to give that. It's a way you have to expect. You have to be smarter than that. The second goal and the third goal, I mean, just stupid defensive lapses, and I don't know where Mikey Ambrose is. And
beat all over the pitch. No one's to the second bar. No one's to the first ball, really, to even get to it.
I'll say it again. Yeah. It's Tanner said it too. I mean, it's you were handed the keys. Frank de Boer was handed the keys to a Lamborghini, and he's driving it like it's a jalopy. And I can't sit idly by and as a fan, as a supporter, tell you to be patient, you know what I mean? Because there's time to fix it, and it's now before we're 15 points out, and before we're eliminated from CCL, and before we're scrapping for everything. Like I mean, if we come out and put out a bad performance against Cincinnati, it's all alarm bells ringing.
And yeah, with that, I mean, I guess you know, there will be maybe some a banner being put down, and will we really be filled with a whole lot of joy after that match?
I mean, you got to appreciate what the guys did last year, but last year's last year. It's in the past. You can't live in that. It's just like you can't let a game beat you twice. We need to move on from this, but I really don't know how you can look at this and say, hey, there were positives to take from it. It's another, you know, player rating system where you're running it down, and the highest performers probably Miles Robinson with a 5. You know, I mean, like, you look at it, the ball off the crossbar, the free kick that just goes wide, you know, Guzan coming out, Miles saved a ball off the line, like right there it's 3-0. I mean, you know, like they could have very easily beaten us 7-0. That's just disgusting. We looked weak, and that's not what I expect out of my team, so I'm calling it a night.